Well, as we continue to look at access to broadband across New York State, you can now look at a new federal map to see if your area has service. But as Two on Your Side's Nate Benson reports, you can now challenge the accuracy of that map.
So you may remember one of my 1, 2, or dozens of stories on broadband maps over the last 3 years. Each time I talk about how grossly inaccurate they are at the address level. Well, the FCC released a new nationwide map back in November, and for the first time ever, you can actually challenge the data. The downside is you only have 2 days left to do that.
No one has done this type of challenge process for these maps before because it's an entirely new process.
Joshua Breitbart is the newly minted Senior VP of the state's Connect All office. Breitbart is urging the public to take a look at the map before January 13th, and if the map says you have service but you really don't, submit a challenge.
If you know that you don't have service, if you've been told you can't get service at your location, you can go to that map and check it and provide that information, and that's something every New Yorker should do.
So how do you do it? Go to broadbandmap.fcc.gov. There you'll be welcomed with a beautiful blue map that clearly shows 100% of the good old USA has high-speed broadband. You'll enter your address, and if you have service, you'll see a little green dot over your house. But what if you have a green dot, but you've been told by a provider that you can't get service? Well, you can click on the Availability Challenge link. From there, you can select the provider you're challenging, enter a little information, select the reason for the challenge, and describe the problem. You can even submit evidence. So if a provider claims on the map that my pals over in Elba have access to 1 gigabit speed internet, but I know for a fact they don't because I have a letter saying so, I would upload that letter. Now, one little nugget of information. Don't lie. By hitting submit, you're actually certifying under the penalty of perjury that you are, to the best of your knowledge, telling the truth. The Connect All office has already challenged 30,000 addresses in New York on this new FCC map.
We certainly think that there are opportunities to improve the map with the public engagement. And so it's really important that all New Yorkers participate.
Now, the more accurate these broadband maps are, the more funding New York State could receive from the federal government. Reporting from the newsroom, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.